Hey, this is Universal Motown recording artist Kim. You're watching YouKnowIGotSoul.com.
What's up, Cam? Time for YouKnowIGotSoul. Thanks for taking the time up in this. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, brother. My pleasure.
You know, you just recently kicked off this intimacy tour with music and Legacy. How things going so far, and how's it working with them?
It's been great. It's been great. Legacy is brilliant on stage. Music does its thing, string of hits. Then Legacy returns and actually sits in on my set as well.
Okay.
So it's been a good run.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
And I read another interview you did where you mentioned your Grammy nominations as the highlight of your career so far. Tell me how that felt to be nominated and recognized.
Being nominated is really a tremendous honor. And when you're nominated for a Grammy, that means that a group of your peers actually sat in a room and weeded through a bunch of music, and picked you. So it's of course everybody. Of course you want to win. I want to win. I wanted to win. But being nominated is a great honor.
Yeah, cool. And there's much publicized personal strife you went through early on in your life. You know, looking back at early on in your life, did you ever expect to be where you are now in your career?
I always had high hopes for myself. I always wanted to ultimately be doing what I'm doing today. But sometimes, I still, it's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
Being at the Grammys, performing at, the theater at Madison Square Garden. We've been to the White House, overseas, South Africa.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, to be living in my gifting. Living and doing what I'm passionate about. So it's something that I don't take for granted, and I feel like I'm very blessed to be able to do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Elder Barge is supposed to be part of this tour. As someone who's had been through personal strife and made it through, is there any encouraging words you could offer him at this tough time?
I've reached out to El, made myself available, in that way, being that we've had similar background, and I'm glad that El is at a place where he's addressing that situation in his life, and I'm here for him. All of our prayers, my whole crew, all of our prayers are with him and with his family. And I would just tell a man to stay true to himself, and take care of himself.
Yeah.
He's a great talent. Out-sing anybody, outplay anybody, and we're waiting for him. I look forward to being on the road with you, El, at some point in the future.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you're coming up with the third successful album, MC album. What do you think is the key to your success and achieving that longevity in music and just continuing to be successful and do what you're doing?
I think that a lot of it is, most of it is the grace of God, and I'm really just, doing what I feel I was here to do. I'm just really just being myself, And I think that when you're being yourself, when you're true to yourself, that's when you're able to really succeed in life.
Cool. And just one final question. With the way R&B has evolved since you've been out, have you ever felt that you've ever needed to change the way you do things, or have you been able to stick to what you do to be successful in that?
I've been able to be true to where I am. My music is wherever I am musically, I'm able to represent that. I do things that are I'm willing to work with rappers, hip hop artists. I just recut one of my songs with Chrisette Michelle.
Yeah.
When it's the right thing. But I don't think that it's wise for an artist to compromise, what they do. When you start chasing something else, and then who are you?
Yeah.
You can't be yourself. So I really just try to stay true to myself musically, and that works for me, and my fans honor that, and I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, definitely respect that approach.
Yeah.
Cool.